Okay, back with more Tuesday show. Did you see our new technology in terms of... Here, go back. Just like put it...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
now,
be right back.
When people come on the chat, and we see this so often, is the show on yet? Like, what's going on? Is it over? How's
technology, baby.
So now, hopefully, with this new sign, you'll get...
If I remember to use it, which I forgot this time, just because of,
we'll get used to it.
But yeah. So, new technology, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, we talked about one of the major tournaments that happened this past weekend. Let's talk about the other now. It was Hypespotting. It was in Scotland. I believe in Glasgow, Scotland, in fact. And there were lots of really good players, and they had a bunch of games. They had even Third Strike. I watched, they had a team tournament for Third Strike, won by a team that had a Q player on it.
Really? Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Which was cool.
So I take it he didn't do any work then, right?
He did quite a bit of work, actually. It was cool.
Yeah, I know.
It was cool. But other than that, there was Tekken Tag 2, there was KOF 13, there was Ultimate Marvel 3, Street Fighter 4, of course. So I guess we'll start out with SF4?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch any of Hypespotting, so
okay.
I'm actually unaware of the results, but just looking at the page that you have up there, I'm already very confused.
I watched it. I watched the top 8, most of the top 8 anyway.
Okay.
So 8th place, tied for 7th, let's say that, was Chuck and Andreas with Rufus. Problem X.
Do you know who Chuck used? Or
I don't remember.
Doesn't have it listed there. Yeah,
I don't recall. Problem X with Viper and Seth. Milligano with Bison was 5th also. F-Word, Ibuki, 4th place. 3rd place was Over Most Heads with Oni. And then Ryan Hart got 2nd place with mostly Sagat, a little bit of Yun. And Valmaster with Chun-Li won the whole thing.
Did you see the Grandmaster?
I did. He plays so well, this guy.
Dang, that's crazy.
I mean, his spacing is just like... it's ridiculous, but it's not.
I mean, because that's what Chun-Li is about. Those normals, those footsies that she has are ridiculous.
But he has all the little mix-ups as well, like all the little Hazanshu mix-ups, and he actually has mix-ups with the character, which is cool. Frame traps, and he has combos. He was consistently getting fierce lightning legs, like the whole links. You know what I mean? Like
the desk combo,
which are not easy.
Yeah.
Very difficult, in fact.
Nice.
But he was consistently getting that stuff. So he has like such a maximized Chun. In watching Infiltration, right? Obviously, you see the ground control, you see the spacing, you see the reactions. Those are all there, but it doesn't feel complete, I guess.
He doesn't have those little subtle Chun-Li knowledges, right?
Yeah. And he didn't quite have the combos. Sometimes he missed some links and stuff. This dude did not.
Yeah.
There were no misses. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, this is character, seriously. Like, at one point in time, I started believing, I know I've said this on various streams before, but at one point in time, I really honestly started believing she was like the worst character in the game. And then... turns out that it just she just has gotten all this play recently and is doing really well. All these crappy characters turn out to be really good, and it's crazy.
I think she does suck in some matchups, in a few matchups. Right? If you're a dive kick character, you get in, you're a problem. Right? But if you're a ground based character, it can be a different story, and it's not like she's completely out of it. She has quite a few 5/5s. Right. She beats some characters on the ground, ground-based characters. So yeah, no character in this game is bad. I mean, Dan got a top 8 at a major last year.
Yeah,
nobody's terrible.
Exactly.
And specifically, some characters that we thought might have been, like Chun-Li is a good example. I now have a newfound respect for Dudley thanks to Smug.
Yep. And dude, for the longest of time, everyone thought Evil Ryu and Oni were only okay, and they turn out to be super good.
Right. So speaking of Oni, so Ryan Hart got 2nd. He is super good and amazing at this game.
Yeah. He won Tekken too.
He won Tekken.
Dude, a lot of people forget that he's an Evo Tekken champion. So
he also got 2nd in KOF.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah. But so 3rd place was Over Most Heads with Oni. This is a player who I've been able to watch for quite a while because Yoga Flame 24 on his channel uploads a lot of videos, from everybody, but including from Over Most Heads. And his Oni has been really good for a long time. I I haven't seen him go to tournaments before. Maybe that's just me not having seen him. That is to say, at big majors that have streams and so forth. So I'm not sure, but certainly this is the first time that I've seen him get top 8 in the major for results.
Right.
So really cool to see that, he's not just playing online, he's doing real well offline too. I think that's really, really cool. F-Word, Ibuki, good commentator. He's like, he has this problem where he's good at playing games, he's good at commentating games, but he can't do both. And he's going with the playing, which I probably would too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
if I was still relevant in playing, I would 100% do the playing. Yeah, absolutely. So.
Yeah. So that's cool. It was a really good tournament, I have to say.
Okay, cool.
I saw a bit of pools. I saw most of top 8, and there was just a lot of good stuff. So this is definitely in contrast to the results from the CafeID tournament, which were very top tier heavy.
Yeah, there's no Akuma, Kami, or Fei Long in this top 8 at all.
Right. Exactly.
Because they all went to Korea.
Right, yeah, I know. No, maybe you're right. And speaking frankly, that tournament probably had a little bit more top tier talent at it. Okay, that was an unusual tournament.
Yeah, no one's gonna argue that. Yeah.
But this result is more in line with the game's usual results, even at things like Evo, at the biggest majors, tends to be more like this than like that.
Yeah. Okay.
There
what's really interesting is, obviously, one of the biggest differences is that usually most of the tournaments are happening in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there was a lot more Asia tournaments, if they would be more top heavy with the cast and stuff like that. So
that's a good question. I would love to see more, or at least hear results about more.
We've always mentioned that there's not a lot of Akuma players outside of Japan, right?
Yeah.
And then even a lot of the, like, when you go look at it, top 3 Camis, we Xiaohai, Dako, right? they're all really strong. Chirithi as well, so yeah.
Yeah, got top 8 at that thing. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't really have like that top tier Fae. We don't really have that top tier Akuma, which is maybe our bad. I don't know, but it's not something we have. Ultimate Marvel 3 won by White Black. I saw a little bit of that. I didn't watch this whole thing. 1 Up Miles got second with Zero Doom Virgil. Kaisertron with Zero MODOK Sentinel. A couple MODOK players in top 8, which was cool.
Interesting. Okay.
Then Chrome Alchemist with more Doom Strider. Bubble Mike with MODOK Hagar Doom. I saw mostly Hagar MODOK Doom, but I don't know. Breslin with Magneto Morgan Doom.
Okay.
Spartan Throne with Wolvie Dormammu Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. Okay.
Iron Fist has a useful assist.
It's fair enough. There's a lot of characters that are used in that position for the assist. You
remember when who was it? It's Punisher on the East Coast who uses Iron Fist and has the assist going on. I believe.
I can't remember now.
The Hawkeye Iron Fist player.
Yeah.
And for a while, Justin was playing Iron Fist assist when he was still trying to make that character work.
Right. It's basically even Angelic admits, like, half the time if he gets the Shuma anchor, he just prays that he can get a hit in, right? There's a lot of teams out there that are literally, you just have that character
more
as
front
the
heavy,
assist.
Yeah.
The old school MVC2 style.
Yeah, right.
So,
Right. I didn't watch any KOF, I'm going to be honest. But Heiko won it. Reinhardt got second. With Clark Karate and
so
Exiori.
Talented, dude.
He's very, very talented, yeah. Paladin third. Perfectly Nature Lasers with 4th place. Night Fighter 5th. Rokanken with 5th. Samurai Pizza Ken and ZT5 tied for 7th place.
Yeah, this is one of the good things about the fact that it is getting so much bigger. We even talked about when we went to final round that me and you personally got to see a lot more players that we weren't familiar with, right?
Totally.
And you have these tournaments like Hypespotting in Europe. A lot of these names are not publicly common names within the FGC.
At least in North America.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. Yeah. So I'm hoping that, it gets
or outside
bigger.
Of Europe.
And I hope that, these names just become household names eventually.
Nice.
So, and, that's one of the nice things about Capcom Pro Tour. Actually, we should probably mention this. They put out their ranking list now for the qualifiers. Ooh, so if you go to their site, you can actually look at the qualifiers and what the standing of the qualifications are right now. And they do list the people in there if they've automatically qualified already as well.
Okay,
so,
all right. Yeah, I mean, the European scene is really good. You know, I know when Dominion has gone over there, he's come back and always talked about how the players are really good.
Yeah,
just as good as in North America. It's unfortunate, but they don't have as many or as frequent streams as North America does. And I'm not really sure why that's the case, but it is. And so it's not as common that we get to see these players, but they're top players.
You know, I mean, a lot of it just also comes down to the fact that they're on the other side of the planet, kind of, in a way, so that whenever they're streaming, we're not in watching time.
It's true, but even that aside, they don't have as frequent, big weeklies. They don't have as frequent majors. I don't know why. Hopefully that changes.
Okay.
But, okay.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
It was cool to see people play fighting games in Scotland. I don't know. I thought that was cool.
Cool. Yeah, like I said,
it's like cool to hear people commentating with their accents.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see any of that. What was the last tournament? There was 3 tournaments this past weekend. They were all part of the Capcom Pro Tour.
Oh, I'm totally missing it. I don't remember.
I can't remember what the last tournament was.
I'm sure somebody will let us know in a minute.
Yeah. But, okay. Well, I don't know. Do you want to take a break before we come back with some other topics, or do you want to just go...
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, no problem.
Cool.
So...
Be back in a bit.
Oops, hang on a second. Wrong thing. Yeah, okay.
Okay, welcome back to the show. So, what's going on?
Wanted to talk a little bit about Super Turbo, actually.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know that this year at EVO, kind of one of the official games that's going to be there is going to be Super Turbo. Tournament of Legends 2 is happening this year. You remember Tournament of Legends was there, was it 2 years ago? Yeah,
yes.
2 years ago. Not only that, but of course, XMania, the premier Japanese Super Turbo 3-on-3 tournament.
Yeah.
Which has started taking a road trip because it went to Europe for a couple of years, is now landing itself in EVO at EVO this year. So
EVO has both of those things going on for ST.
Yeah,
which
so
is crazy.
Obviously, we're both super excited about that.
Fact.
Yeah. So, but here's the interesting thing: is that obviously there are a ton of really good Japanese Super Turbo players. And Bob Painter, the guy who basically runs ST Revival, he's got a lot of help with a lot of other guys, but he's pretty much the main guy, fronting heading this whole entire thing. He's talked to a lot of Japanese players, and a lot of the Japanese players want to come out here, but they can't, largely due to expenses, and time and such like that. So, what they've actually started trying to do, the ST Revival group, is they've started to try to do essentially like a crowdfunding kind of thing. So here, let me throw up this slide here for you guys.
Fancy.
So there's a community donation drive going on here for pretty much Super Turbo at EVO. So you can see you can buy all these little cool things like raffle tickets, posters, Tournament Legend posters. You can get a signed poster.
Ooh.
We had that from 2 years ago.
It's up on my wall, man.
Yeah, so
it is.
They always keep making that poster with all the people who qualified.
Yeah.
And they got the players to sign over their spot.
I literally framed that and hung it on my wall.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay. And yeah, so you can actually buy a lot of these things, raffle tickets and stuff, and you can see, he's written in there, last year over 6,000 was raised for EVO breast cancer donation trying to get ST.
Right.
So now he's saying that hopes that the community can pool together again, and this time try to get a little bit of extra money so that we can try to fly out a lot of these Japanese players. Again, I mean, we already have a few of them confirmed. Nuki is coming back.
Yeah.
Nuki, who is an EVO champion of Super Turbo, and did he miss? No, he missed because of Jason Cole.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Jason Cole beat him. Yeah,
Cole beat him.
But he hasn't been out to EVO in a long time, long time. So he's confirmed to come out here, and so that'll be super exciting. But basically, yeah, if you guys are willing to help donate for this, buy some of these gifts. A lot of the proceeds will go to trying to get those players out here And so hopefully we can have pretty much the craziest Japan tournament, Super Turbo tournament.
Those guys are still playing the game. They have been for 20 years now. I mean, that has not stopped. They're still consistently every week. There are tournaments. There's casual play. There are videos uploaded to YouTube every week, man, and I watch those.
Yeah. And 2 years ago, if you guys remember, the grand finals was between Mao and Kusumundo, which was like super super exciting. It was such good play. Like, we saw Kusumundo using counters that we had never seen before.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was so much fun to watch. And so, obviously, if we can get a lot of those Japanese players out here to do that again, that would be exciting. And not only that, but it would be the first time that we get to see a lot of those Japanese players fighting against a lot of the American players. So, a lot of craziness can happen.
That'd be very interesting.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting if a lot of those experts came out here. And can you imagine if they got beat before top 8 or something? Or
you never know.
So yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really cool.
Definitely. I'm really looking forward to all of that. In other news, there's a new character for Skullgirls.
New character.
New character, totally brand new. Not in any way. Actually, even in the reveal trailer, they say it's a clone, so I'm not going to even go down that road anymore. So Fukua is a character now.
Yeah, which is literally like a typo. I bet you they named her that because they keep accidentally typing it in emails and in chats, and then they're like, okay, let's just do it. Because the ILI, if you just move your fingers over one letter, is UKU, right? So... yeah, I gotta imagine it's a common typo.
Like I love that it's that and the combination of Fukua, if you want to like pronounce it a little bit.
Right.
It's pretty great. I think it's just a really clever name.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she's basically Philia in terms of how she looks, but she has different special moves and supers and stuff. So.
It's really funny because you remember when they were doing the poll for which characters to get into Skullgirls, he was using the existing characters to give them new abilities, just to show examples. Seems like the way that he's built that engine, Mike is able just to do all sorts of crazy things. So I can imagine he could probably almost go like Street Fighter the movie on us and have like 7 versions of the soldier, That'd
be so sick.
And have like Philia, Fukua, and then we could add in Foloa, F-O-L-O-A. Yeah, exactly.
Well, she looks cool. I saw the reveal trailer. There's also a combo video that also shows her move list. You can go to shoryuken.com front page. Has that. Dev put that up. I haven't gotten a chance to play. Like I said, I was literally working until I left, and I was working past when I should have. So I haven't had a chance to play yet, but I'm going to do that after the show.
I mean, tonight. Basically, if you watch the reveal trailer, you can tell it's basically a joke. It's them riffing on DiCaprio, right?
Right, exactly. So, it's April Fool's in the U.S. still.
But the interesting part about it is apparently Mike tweeted out, you just said that...
it's not a tweet, actually. It's from... the Steam community forums. Okay. He says whether she stays depends on the community.
Right, so they may just leave her in there if you want.
I think it's cool, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not? They put the effort to do this in there. Just have a Philia clone. So
I don't know how good she is or not. Her move list sounds like it's really good, but I don't know. We'll see.
And and actually, I mean, I see some people talking about how the game. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah. Anyways, keep going. So.
Yeah, Mike Z doesn't know how to use Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, it's so funny because Mike Z says, which is the Twitter that everybody uses.
Yeah.
You know who's in charge of that, right?
Well, yeah, I do, but...
It's me. I'm the one who wrote... Actually, he did tweet off of it, which amazed me. Which actually meant he went in and logged in. I'm actually shocked that he remembered the password. Yeah, or maybe somebody else did it. I don't know, but I saw a tweet from that account. I was blown away. I haven't checked it in forever.
Yeah.
Like, I used to basically every week get him all the questions on the Twitter and hand them to him and be like, dude, sign into your damn Twitter. Sign into your... And he wouldn't do it, and eventually I just gave up. So, yeah. I'm actually surprised.
Secret reveal by James.
Because he was on our show and he said he didn't have a Twitter, and I literally created it like that night.
Yeah.
I wanted to create something else, but someone stole that because we were talking about what I was going to make it, and so I had to turn it to Mike Z Says, But,
okay, there's that. Let's see what else is going on. I don't know. There's also Texas Showdown coming up. We have 22 minutes left. I don't know how this is going to work. But Texas Showdown is coming up this weekend. James and I will both be there to commentate.
Yes. And
we were there last time. It was awesome for the most part.
Yeah, I think they announced that was going to be part of the Capcom Pro Tour as well. The ranking.
Yeah, it's ranking.
Rankings, yeah. And Ultra's going to be playable there.
Bang.
So,
there's going to be, playable Ultra. So I'm really looking forward to trying stuff out because. So James and I have been, we've had some chances to play because we've been at these majors that have had it, etc. Each time I try stuff out, and then I walk away, and like 10 minutes later, I think, oh man, I totally should try this out, and I have to wait, like whatever.
Start writing them down on your phone now. Start writing them. That's a
good.
Okay,
I should do that. Yeah, I should write them down. That's a good point.
As soon as it comes into your head, just be like,
no, you're right. You're right.
And then that way, when we get there, we know what to test.
That's a good point.
So,
yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that.
That will be streamed by Level Up. Yes. Level Up is going to be streaming.
That's right. So. And Panda X Gaming is also going to be streamed.
Yes, that is right. So
make sure that you follow both of those channels: twitch.tv/leveluplive, twitch.tv/PandaXGaming.
So that's going to be cool, very fun.
Yeah, there was a little ignominy last year, but I don't expect anything like that again. And other than that, the tournament was really great.
Yeah, the tournament really went really well. And, a lot of things that people don't see. I tease Justin about the collusion thing. All the time. And he literally said,
a good-natured guy.
I mean, what he told me was, like, a lot of people couldn't tell on the stream was that, they went to random select as a joke, and then we're going to go back to their actual characters, and the audience was like, yeah! Right. So basically that's why they did it.
People in the actual audience did. That's
true. So that's why they did the random select, and then the game was excised, and then,
it was all a whole mess. But that's not going to happen this time, so it'll be cool. Make sure that you watch that. It's going to be good players there. Some of the players in that area, in Houston and in other parts of Texas, don't make it out to lots of other majors, so it's always cool to watch them show up there, see some players who, you only get to see a couple of times a year.
Yep, for sure. Again, same thing when we mentioned earlier. Final round, we got to see a lot of players.
Happens everywhere, man.
Everywhere so we go, it's like that. And I just hope, little by little, all these players become household names, get to travel more.
Totally.
I mean, a lot of people have always asked us the question before, what we think about sponsors and stuff like that. I love sponsors because it lets people travel more.
Right.
The age of the sponsor is what has gotten people around more. Like, it's crazy to me that a guy like Clockwork had never left SoCal to play in a tournament outside of EVO until he got sponsored by Broken Tier.
Right.
And then he finally
got to go. After a dozen years of top play.
Yeah, he finally got to go to Big E tournaments. So I think it's fantastic. Right. So, I mean, for a lot of these players like Texas Showdown and stuff like that, it's a chance for them to show their stuff, So, and if they can make it out to more tournaments like CEO, which is closer to them, and such, and they can start doing some damage there, you never know what will happen.
That'd be great.
Them, so. Yep.
And it's going to be nice, too. There's going to be a Third Strike tournament. It's going to be streamed.
Nice. Okay.
I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, most of the games are going to be there. So and I think there is going to be a Tournament of Legends qualifier there as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah. Tournament Legend qualifiers have been happening all over the place. In fact, I think there's even going to be, the next Too Old, Too Furious that Saban is running is going to be a qualifier for.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But did you see the poster for that thing?
Yes, I did.
Genius.
Dude, the poster was so good. Oh my god, I wish I could find it, but
wow, that'll take a little while. But we do have 18 minutes to kill still.
Okay.
So what we could do now is open up the phones, so to speak, and answer questions later. Is that cool?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a short break. You can tweet us whatever questions you want at UltraChenTV. We'll get to them while we have time to get to them.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. So we'll take a break
back in a bit.
Be right back. Yep.